this episode of Oregon Life.
Thanks for
Right?
watching this episode
of Oregon Life.
Hello, I'm Frank Caruso, and welcome to the final episode, part 4 of Miranda Bush and her amazing journey as I spent 6 months with Miranda, maybe a little more. It's been so inspirational for me, and I know others because I've gotten calls and texts and emails. It's been a great journey, and I appreciate Miranda's time with this journey. In this, she'll talk about the experiences of IronMan and what's up next for Miranda into the year 2024, which is very exciting. And I am excited for her as we continue this journey. Also, I would always like to thank Torhorst Insurance for the generous contributions they make to produce these episodes and more. Torhorst Insurance is more than a sponsor of Oregon Life. Torhorst, like OCAmedia, has celebrated our community for over 45 years, fulfilling their insurance needs. Through their generous contributions, Torhorst Insurance has been a wonderful partner to OCAmedia, making it possible for us to produce episodes like Greenhaven Gardens, Keene Garlic, and highlighting the best of Oregon and surrounding areas. And that includes this episode, the final episode, part 4 of The Triathlete with Miranda Bush.
I know for me, doing IronMan really opened my eyes to possibilities. And so I didn't feel like I had to forever be a runner, forever be a triathlete. I could become a mountain climber if I wanted to. I could keep evolving and being on a path that could be whoever I needed to be at that time. And I know as a woman, it's really hard to even fathom as a young mom. How was I able to do IronMan and train for IronMan as a young mom? A big part of that was I had an amazing supportive family, including my husband, who really has been a champion of me doing things that allow me to live my life while being a mom. And I'm very, very, very blessed for that. But also, I have always been a champion for other women. And so when people would come to the gym and women would say, oh, it's selfish to take the time to exercise, I would help convince them that it is actually, makes you a better mom. So you become a better mom by taking a little time for yourself, or a lot of time, whatever you need. Again, showing up as the person that you need to be, so then you can be more present for your kids, more present for your family, more present in the things that need to be done. And so there's so many challenges for women. I mean, women do, I can't remember the statistics exactly, but the majority of the third shift work, we call it, or the work at home after they go to work. So women who work full time still do most of the jobs at home, still do most of the child rearing. And so it's really hard to think about time to find training. But I think that you really, if it's the path that you need to be on, you can kind of do 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. And then as you can increase, or you can speak up for yourself and say, this is what I need. You can ask for help. And I just think that the more that we support each other, the better that we will all be mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And when we're all showing up to our own authentic selves, then that allows us all to kind of help each other in ways that really benefits each other, benefits us as individuals, and then benefits humanity. Hi, so a couple weeks ago we had our annual Triathlon Clinic that we do for free as a service to the community from our team and from my coaching business. We had 92 kids this year, which was a massive record turnout for us, and it's awesome because our whole point of doing it is to have the kids be ready. We have them do the entire course. We tell them all about triathlon, and we do that so that they can have fun and really know what they're getting into, and so that we can share our passion and love for the sport. Today I'm here cheering on all the athletes and all those kids that we saw, and then the ones we don't know, all the kids of our team members. We still have many of them, even though my kids don't participate anymore. They're a little too old. But I also have lots of nieces and nephews who have come along to take on the race and enjoy it, and we just love this and cheer for everybody. Hi, I'm Miranda. Whew. And I just got done with my half Ironman in Madison a couple weeks ago. It was another unique experience. It was number 22 for me for half Ironman competitions, and it's amazing how every time I do it, I still learn so much about myself, about the experiences, about what I want to put into it, about what I want to take from it. And this one gave me a lot of opportunities to learn. I missed my goal time by a little bit, which happens. And I realized the thing that I learned the most this time was really kind of about what I preach to people and share and in my coaching, is that I really want to be able to be present in what I'm doing and not rush through it, not kind of wait for it to be over, not just go through life kind of checking boxes. And that's what I had been doing for so long in my life. And I was under a tremendous amount of stress leading up to the race, from just life stuff, life changes. And when I got to the race, I realized about halfway in that I didn't really feel like doing something super hard that day. And life had been kind of hard enough. And I had to refocus about halfway through and think, what do I really want to get out of this? And I decided I needed to stop wanting it to be over, stop wanting it to be done, and I needed to really just put myself in that moment and show up to what I could. I thought I was prepared to do that, but I think the stress of life had just wore me down a bit. And so the rest of the race was a great experience. I kept returning to it. I got done. I felt a little disappointed in what my body could give me that day, but in the end I was really happy with my finish and how I persevered. And yeah, it was just another great day out on the race course, for that reason, because I always just try to learn something from it, something I can take from it, something I can put back into it. So in the end, although I didn't get the time that I wanted, it was still a really great day. So after I do Arizona, I need to start to think about my 2024 plan. I've been thinking about my 2024 plan a lot, and I'm really leaning toward racing an Ironman, which I have never done. I've done an Ironman. I've done Ironman Wisconsin 3 times. I've done St. George once. I went to St. George for a different experience, to challenge myself in a different way, which I definitely got it. But I'm thinking about racing Ironman Wisconsin, which is a very scary, uncomfortable goal for me. It means a lot of alone training, a lot of grit, a lot of work on my swim, a lot of strength training, which that part's pretty easy, but the rest of it, it'll be a challenge. I'm also waiting to see some other races that are going to be announced and where they'll be, so I can see if I get the opportunity to travel next year to race. I want to see where the Half Ironman World Championship will be in 2025. I'm not going to go to New Zealand for 2024, so I'm not going to take that opportunity. But so I have some things floating around, but I'm really leaning toward racing Ironman Wisconsin. Thanks for watching this episode of Oregon Life. I've got to get back to training.
watching this episode of Oregon Life.
Thanks for
Right?
watching this
Episode of Oregon Life.